I'm really annoyed by having a useless daughter-in-law. How do you plan to take responsibility? What trouble has my daughter caused you? Your daughter is really incompetent. I'm sorry my daughter has caused you so much trouble. You may have been poor, being a single mother, but you could have educated her better. What in the world did my daughter do? Last night's dinner was terrible. She served me this ridiculous dish called paella. That's my daughter's best dish. Did she fail to season it well? I've never had such a weird baked rice dish before. It's a Spanish dish. It has a lot of seafood in it, which I like, but... Those creepy black clams were disgusting. You mean mussels? Anyway, that messy dish didn't make any sense to me. It's because of you for feeding her such things that she didn't grow up to be a decent girl. With all due respect, I'm proud of my daughter. What part of her can make you proud? She's a good girl with a good heart. There are plenty of women like that in the world. I'm accusing you of raising an incompetent girl. Don't change the subject. I'm sorry. Did you go to college? No, I only went to high school. I knew it. Only an idiot can be born from an idiot. My daughter went to college. Education is useless if that person doesn't have the brains to use it. I know you had her go to college because you're embarrassed about your own educational background, but I guess it was a waste of time and money. If you don't like her so much, why don't you have them move out? Why would I let go of my housekeeper? My daughter is not your housekeeper. Oh, I guess I was wrong. A housekeeper is capable of doing her job well, but your daughter can't. Slave might suit her better. Isn't that a cruel thing to say? Wouldn't you be sad if someone said mean things about your children? We don't have any children who get negative comments from others. My children are all brilliant. I see. Maybe I shouldn't expect more from a woman who grew up in a poor family. My bad for hoping she could be more than she is. I lost my husband early and raised her by myself, but she has grown up to be a fine woman. Don't make me laugh. I'm serious. You should be grateful that your daughter has a kind mother-in-law like me. If it were any other mother-in-law, she would have been kicked out already. Anyway, I will speak to my daughter about this. Do you mind if I end our conversation now? No, I have more to say to you. I already understand the situation well enough. I'm busy too, but I took the time to text you. I have a note describing your daughter's stupidities. I'll tell you everything she has done. I'll call you in 5 minutes. You don't have to. Sorry, Mom. You got text from my mother-in-law yesterday, right? After tons of texts, she gave me a phone call. We ended up talking for about 5 hours. That long? It started at 10 a.m. and ended at 3 p.m. I'm really sorry. I made her angry by serving her paella. She called it baked rice. When I served her aquapazzo once, she got mad at me saying, "The seasoning is too weak for a stew." She doesn't like new things. Her ways of thinking were terribly old-fashioned. I'm sorry you had to go through that. I'm fine, but I'm more worried about you, Amy. Living with such a mother-in-law must be stressful. Yeah, I'm at my limit. Won't Ken take your side? He tries to help me. He'll even warn his mother. But it's not enough, huh? I believe she complained to you because Ken won't listen to her words. Why don't you two just move out? We're saving up for the down payment on the house. You'll mentally break down before buying a house. I know. Can I ask you something? What is it? Your mother-in-law said something on the phone. She said you couldn't even raise a child in your belly. What? Have you ever been pregnant? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you'd be disappointed if I told you. So you're pregnant? I was, but I had a miscarriage. Oh, I see. Now that I think about it, she has become more mean after that miscarriage. She must have been looking forward to having a grandchild. But that doesn't mean she can say whatever about you. I couldn't tell anyone about this, but after the miscarriage, strange things started happening. Like what? The other day, when I tried going down the stairs after taking a shower, oil was on the stairs and I slipped and fell to the bottom. Are you okay? I got a bruise, but that's all. I'm sure there was no oil when I went up, which was about 30 minutes before the accident. No way. Also, whenever I leave the table at dinner time, I feel like something's been put in my food or drink. What? It obviously smelled funny, and I couldn't eat it, so I threw away my food and drink. Then, my mother-in-law looked unhappy, and she would click her tongue. She put something in it. I thought so too. Come back here right away. Your life will be in danger if you stay there. But there's a difference between being nice and being weak. You want another child, don't you? If you stay in a place like that, your children will be in danger too. You're right. If you want to be a mother, be strong. Yeah, I'll talk to my husband about it. You don't have to talk to him. Just take your wallet and phone. Leave that house immediately. I will. I will not tolerate this kind of cruelty towards my daughter. Mom? You remember that kid who used to throw rocks at you every day at elementary school? I'm more angry than that time I punished him. That was the first time I saw you so angry. But since that day, he stopped being mean. Just see what I'm capable of. Careful not to do too much, okay? Did you receive the present I sent you? I haven't received anything. Anyway, your daughter has left the house. She's at your place, right? If she was, then what? I've been trying to reach her, but she won't return any of my calls. Give her back to me right now. She's not your property. Your daughter doesn't only lack common sense, but she also lacks grit. It takes courage to flee too, you know. So what did you send me? Is this some kind of apology for your daughter running away? Well, something like that. You seem to be taking good care of my daughter, so I thought I should show my gratitude. I won't accept it if it's something untasty. You are indeed an impolite person. Excuse me? What I sent you are just pictures. Not some chocolate or candy? These are dangerous times, though, aren't they? What are you talking about? Recently, there are some villas around who intentionally bump into pregnant women and people with small children. Really? Children are precious. I wonder why they would try to harm them. I don't have time to discuss stupid things with you. You can't get away from me, Mrs. Villain. Huh? I know what you've done. I saw you push that pregnant woman in the shopping mall. You got the wrong person. The people who attack others often have some kind of darkness in them. It could be worries, some kind of complex or personal troubles.
What's your point?
Since you've attacked my daughter relentlessly, I thought I might find a weakness or two if I carefully looked into you.
You've got to be kidding me. You're a stalker.
If you want to call the police, go ahead.
You and your daughter are both horrible.
Don't change the subject. Why did you do such things?
I told you, it wasn't me.
Do you have a grudge against pregnant women?
You're so annoying. I'm telling you, you've got the wrong person.
Well, I can't let this criminal loose on the streets. I'm going to submit this footage to the police.
Don't do that.
I thought you had nothing to do with this. Why are you stopping me?
If that criminal looks like me, they might suspect me.
The police aren't stupid.
All right, I'll tell you the truth, but keep it a secret. I did it. You can't tell anyone, okay?
Why did you do it?
Because it makes me feel better.
Really?
Kicking a pregnant woman with a big belly and a smile on her face, or even kicking a stroller lightens up my dark mood. You know what I mean, right?
I don't understand at all.
It's funny to see the expressions of pain and surprise.
You made my daughter fall down the stairs and mixed strange things into her food for such a ridiculous reason?
Oh, she knew about it? Don't worry, it's just fabric softener.
Huh?
But that girl, she's got a good nose. She notices right away. I wish I could see her swallow it.
What the hell are you doing to my daughter?
It's just a little prank.
She's my daughter, whom I've raised with the utmost care. I didn't give permission for her to marry your son to become an old hag's toy.
You're an old hag yourself.
I may be an old hag, but you're a monstrous old hag who does not deserve to live with a good girl like my daughter.
Oh my God, how rude. This is why I don't want to have anything to do with poor people.
You're the poor one here.
Excuse me?
You don't even know what a paella is. You called it baked rice.
It was baked rice.
You should say that in Spain and have them punish you for making fun of their national dish. We lived in Spain for 5 years. The recipe is authentic and was praised by the locals too.
What? Spain?
We lived there because of my job. There was one Spanish kid who made fun of my daughter just because she couldn't speak Spanish fluently. I outsmarted him and also contacted his parents, making sure he was punished. He thought we wouldn't be able to talk back and looked down on us. I haven't been so angry since then.
What does a poor mother and her child have to do with Spain?
Who said we were poor?
What?
I have a good position in a major company.
Really?
I'm the executive director.
No way!
After my husband passed away, I've worked hard to support my daughter. My hard work was rewarded with a promotion.
I had no idea.
From your point of view, I'm an incompetent woman who gave birth to an incompetent girl, right?
You may be good at your job, but you failed in educating your child.
My daughter can speak 5 languages and owned 3 companies until she got married. She sold the companies to support your son and his wife, and decided to live with an awful mother-in-law, enduring her harassments. Are we really talking about the same person?
Too much information to process. She used to be a company president?
Yes, that's right.
I can't believe it.
I didn't think she was the kind of girl to choose a man over work. I I decided to support her decisions, thinking that as long as she was happy, that was all that mattered. But she can't be happy living with such a devil like you. So I told her to leave the house.
She has money, doesn't she?
I believe so. She sold them for a good price, I heard.
I'll forgive her for a high-brand bag.
Huh?
I'm saying that I'm willing to forgive all her disrespect with just one bag.
You're the one who should be begging for forgiveness.
Why would I do that?
Injuring her and putting fabric softener in her food is a crime. I also have evidence of you attacking a pregnant woman. If more than one person is injured, you could be facing jail time.
You're going to tell the police? We're family.
You've got to be kidding me. I will never see you as my family.
Do something about it. You must have connections.
Yes, I know a lot of people, including politicians and the police. But I will not help you in any way.
If I get caught, you'll be humiliated too.
No, it won't affect me. What I have built up over the years won't be easily shaken by a small thing.
Damn it.
Pathetic. It must have felt good to look down on people.
You're looking down on me right now too.
No, you're not even worth looking down. I just want to forget you ever existed.
This is the biggest humiliation of my life.
My daughter is very wealthy, but they tried to buy a house based on her husband's salary, thinking that would suit them better. But her life was in danger, so she decided to buy a townhouse with her money. In one lump sum.
I can't believe she had that much money.
She'll still have some money left even after purchasing that house.
I'm moving there too. I don't want to live alone.
You'll have plenty of friends in prison.
I'm not going to jail.
How can you be so sure? When you have money and power, you can see rare moments when things happen that are beyond the imagination of normal citizens.
Don't you dare do anything to send me to jail.
I never said I will, but I can't promise anything.
For the first time in my life, I'm afraid of other people.
I'm just a mother trying to protect my child.
I'm sorry I hurt your daughter.
In business and in personal life, timing is important. There are mistakes that can't be undone. The same goes for an apology. It's too late to apologize when the person has passed the point of anger.
I beg you, please forgive me.
Have a good rest of your day.
Please save me.
Shut up. Don't make me feel any more unpleasant.
Okay.
Please let me know when you get out.
Are you going to treat me to something?
No, I will send you back to jail as soon as you get out.
No!
Helen's crime had become a hot topic on the SNS, and the police were already working on it. Since the victims were pregnant or with small children, they could not chase after her, and that made it difficult to catch her. There were some pregnant women who fell down and got injured. There were also people whose baby strollers were damaged. Combined with my daughter's injury, she was sentenced to prison. My daughter's husband was shocked that his own mother would do such awful things. He suggested to divorce her, saying he didn't deserve to have her as his wife and to take responsibility for what his mother did. But my daughter loved him and was against the divorce. I also told him there is no need for a child to bear any responsibility for what their parents have done. They now live happily in their new house, and I hope they soon forget about the cruel devil that once tried to take away our happiness. By the way, I received great news that I'm going to be a grandmother next year. I must be careful not to spoil my grandchild too much.